Today, I'm going to show you the breakthrough method to never ever experience bitter green tea ever again. It's super simple. You don't even need hot water. Stay tuned. Okay, so you can do this with any green tea as long as it's good quality, okay? Because it's the foundations of tea brewing. Today, I'm going to share with you a beautiful Longjing tea that I'm brewing. It is from Curious Tea. They're based in the UK. They have beautiful, beautiful greens and oolongs, a lot of different types of tea from different countries, so check them out. But I wanted to show you how to bring out the best in Longjing, which is Dragonwell green tea. Longjing is famous for its sort of buttery, nutty, vegetal flavors, and this is the best way, in my opinion, to get all the goodness into the tea really, really simply. And best part, you can enjoy this hot or cold. The steps to this way of making a cold brew concentrate are very simple. It's 40 grams of good quality tea to 1,000 milliliters or 1 liter of freshly filtered cold water. First, choose your green tea. You can choose any as long as it's fresh and of good quality. I'm going to make a small amount of Longjing concentrate for this video, so I'm measuring out just 10 grams to make 250 mils of cold brew. Then once measured, I place the tea leaves in my Harrier bottle. Now I've included a link below so you know where to buy them. Then place the leaves in the bottle, add 250 mils of freshly filtered cold water and set in the fridge for 6 to 8 hours or overnight. This method will work really well for your favorite tea or one that you drink every day. So here we are 8 hours later. And what we have freshly out of the fridge is a green tea concentrate, a cold brew concentrate made out of the best Longjing tea leaves. Really, really excited to share how it tastes with you. So the best thing about this tea concentrate is that it is so easy to make, but extremely versatile. If you follow the recipe, you'll always get a perfect cold brew concentrate like this, which you can essentially use 3 different ways. You can brew it hot, cold, or even sparkling. And this method has been well documented by Mariella Erkins in her book, Tea, Wine's Sober Sibling. If you haven't read this book and you love tea and food and wine, you really should pick up this book because there's lots of tips, tricks, and recipes to help you enjoy tea like a true foodie. So, how do you use this concentrate? 3 ways. Let me show you. This bottle by Harrier, as I mentioned, has a filter, so you don't even need any other equipment other than this bottle. And the ratios for each are the same. For hot, you put 1/3 liquid. Same with the cold. Okay. And same with the sparkling. And of course, because this is a concentrate, you can essentially put more water or put less water depending on your taste. But let's do the hot one first. So it's just this concentrate, top up with about 2/3 of hot water. This is how you brew it with cold water. I'm using freshly filtered cold water into the glass. Again, approximately 1/3. Then for the sparkling, if you fancy something a little bit fizzy and you want that little bit of bite in your tea, I promise you it transforms any tea into a celebratory drink. So let's see. I like my sparkling tea with quite a lot of gas, with a little bit of bite, so I choose brands that will have quite a lot of bubbly. Okay, so when we taste the hot, let's see. Very, very grassy. You can already smell that inviting vegetal, almost seaweed-like flavors. Beautiful. No bitterness, clean, smooth, creamy, buttery, and actually the savory profile of the longjing is enhanced, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but let's taste the cold. Very, very refreshing. In fact, when it's colder with the same concentrate, there is much more umami, more savory notes to the tea. Still very sweet, not a trace of bitterness, but the flavor, when the temperature drops, changes quite significantly. Now let's taste the sparkling. Again, beautiful. In fact, it is even sweeter. The savory notes slightly muted, but the sweetness just punches through the gas, which is again really beautiful. And I can imagine this, with fish or pasta even, maybe a nice seafood pasta is gonna go really, really well. So why is it when you brew green tea in cold filtered water, it doesn't give you bitter notes? This is the reason. Because it's allowed to steep over a long period of time in cold water, what happens is that the smaller molecules, so the tea aromas, starts to leak out into the water around it very, very gently. Then you get the sugars that are slightly bigger than the aroma molecules, and they infuse into the water, adding the textures, the sugars, so that the tea is sweet. And the bigger molecules like caffeine and polyphenols, which add the bitter aroma profile to the tea, is kept at bay. So putting green tea in hot water speeds up the brewing process, but in doing so, it allows the tea aromas, the sugars, and the bitter polyphenols to infuse in the water very, very quickly. So everything is captured within that brew, which means that you enjoy the tea aroma notes and some of the bitter flavors all together at once. And you have to be a little bit more careful about how you brew it to ensure that the temperature is right, the steep time is right, and all your quantities of water and tea is correct to ensure that you get the perfect brew. With cold brew, it is super simple and you can be sure that the bitter notes are kept at bay. So in my opinion, if you love green tea, this is the best way to prepare it, to enjoy it consistently, easily, all the time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do let me know in the comments below if you've tried this method and what tea you tried it with. But if you want to know more tips, tricks, and tea journeys, follow me and subscribe to my channel. See you very soon. Bye!